I'm Jessica Chobot. I know where my dragons are. And this is Nerdist News. Game of Thrones Season 6 is like a month away, you guys. And the wait just got a hell of a lot harder because apparently Season 6 will feature the biggest battle in Game of Thrones history. Yes, according to an EW interview with writer-producer Brian Cogman, Season 6, which will be mostly off-book since old Georgie Martin didn't finish The Winds of Winter in time, will have definitely the biggest action sequence yet, a proper battle, one army on one side, one army on another side, because that's how it usually works. But what could this battle be? Who's fighting who? It's time to put on those tinfoil speculation caps, and if you're potential spoiler averse, time to pull those caps over your ears and eyes, because I am pretty sure we are onto something with this one. Judging by where we are in the narrative right now, this crazy, huge, epic battle could be one of two things, either the fall of Meereen or the long-awaited battle for the North. Why Meereen? Well, Dany, whom we last saw falling in with the Dothraki again, will have to regain her queenly composure and return to Meereen this season, likely with an army of Dothraki at her back. And it's possible that this event will be folded into the second siege of Meereen, which we know will go down in the Winds of Winter, and involves the arrival of none other than Euron Greyjoy and his fleet from the Iron Islands. With Euron finally appearing on the show this year, it feels like all the pieces for the fall of Meereen are on the table. But far more likely is the Battle of the North, and judging by some choice quotes in that EW interview, we're thinking it has to be that. For starters, we've got evidence from the set in Saintfield, Northern Ireland. Jon Snow was allegedly seen with a red-headed woman, likely Melisandre, fighting alongside 500 to 600 extras. That'd make for a pretty big battle. A mix of Boltons, Wildings, and Northerners were also seen around those parts, which would mean that either infighting or some kind of super team-up against the White Walkers could be going down. And speaking of those glorified zombie jerks, how about this tantalizing promise offered by Cogman that we'd see hundreds of human soldiers on one side of the field, another army on the other side, and then there is a clash that is highly tactical, yet character-driven, and shown from start to finish, a proper battle. So, hundreds of human soldiers on one side and just another army on the other. Why are you being so vague, Cogs? Is it because this other army isn't human at all? Yeah, I think so. And that basically clinches it, you guys. We have pretty much confirmation that this will be the season we finally see the fractured North, which is in a worse state than ever after Season 5, come together for a massive, insane battle against the White Walker army, all under the direction of Miguel Sapochnik, who brought us last year's amazing Hard Home episode. It's no surprise that Cogman and the rest of the team are unabashedly calling Season 6 their best season yet, and now we wait. But what do you guys think? Does it sound like we'll finally get to see the battle for the North? Which armies do you think will be involved? Or do you think it will be the fall of Meereen? Let's discuss. Malik, I had so much fun kicking Kyle's ass at Pokmon Tournament.
You didn't really kick his ass.
But right, Malik, I mean, I did though, right?
Yeah. You totally did in our March Madness style Pokmon Tournament, which you can catch right now on Nerdist.com. And the finals for the tournament will be up this Friday.
Pockin' or Pokin?
Pokin.
Pokin.
It could be Pokin for Pocket Monsters, but I would say just go with Pokin because Pokemon.
It just sounds better.
It sounds better, yeah.
All right, so what are you doing at WonderCon this weekend?
Oh my goodness, we have the Nerdist Gaming panel, the Nerdist panel, the Nerdist News panel, and I'll be chilling at the Nerdist booth. What about you?
Same thing, all of those. I'm going to be hosting a couple panels. One called Voltron, which I highly recommend you go check out because that's going to be awesome. That's on Friday.
Nice.
Little meet and greet at the booth too.
Sick.
I mean, yeah, come find us. We're going to be around everywhere. Find all the details over at Nerdist.com.